The third round of 16 CONCACAF Champions Cup game on Tuesday night will see Orland City from MLS playing Tigres from Mexico, and that game will kick off at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. If we look back to the first round, Orlando, they had a straightforward 3-0 and 3-1 win over CPL side Cavalry. For Tigres, they drew Vancouver 1-1, and then they won in Mexico 3-0 to advance into this round. Andre Pierre-Gagnac, always a good bet to possibly score when you're looking at any game, especially in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, where he has 17 goals in his career in this tournament. And in this game, the odds are relatively split. Orlando is actually an underdog at home right now. They're plus 162, with Tigres being plus 150, the draw being plus 210, over 2.5, plus 107, under 2.5, minus 138. Both teams to score yes, minus 125, and both teams to score no, minus 110. Head-to-head between these teams, there's been two previous meetings, and both of those came very recently, last year in this tournament, and also in this exact round, in the round of 16. And those scores were 0-0 in Mexico and 1-1 in Orlando, when we're seeing Orlando move on with away goals. For Orlando this year so far, it's obviously a new season in MLS. They are winless in 2 MLS games so far. They drew Montreal 0-0 in week 1. They were down early in Miami on Saturday and ended up getting blown away 5-0, despite debuting Luis Muriel, ex-Atalanta man who was making his MLS debut. Now, this was Orlando's first loss of 2024 when you look back at their preseason, as they had been flying. And if you include last season and the preseason in all competitive matches, they have just 3 losses in 23, and they have scored in 19 of 23. For Tigres, they're having a so-so season right now in the Mexican Clausura in Liga MX. They're sitting 6th, they're 5-3-2. Now, their games are very low scoring. They have 14 goals for and just 9 conceded. Now, their games average the second fewest goals per match as well at just 2.3, and they're 7-3 to under 2.5 totals. Now, they also rarely lose, with just 4 losses across their past 28 matches in all competitions. They did, though, lose this weekend, losing 2-1 away to Toluca. They rarely fail to score a goal, with goals in 16 of 18 games, and that streak goes back even further if you were to keep looking back at games before that as well. Now, much like their past meetings, to me, this looks like a very tight match. It could very well be a draw. It could very well be an under. Maybe both teams to score if you want to go a 1-1 correct score for good odds. But to me, it's hard to split these two teams. Tigres is probably slightly better side. They will be on the road. To me, this looks like a draw. Let's go plus 210 for the draw in this game. Now, do you see one of these teams winning and being the winner in this game and not the draw? Drop your bets in the comments, and good luck with all of your picks in the CONCACAF Champions Cup this weekend.